And we are live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Actually Just Ragin. I don't
Oh.
know why you're here. I don't know why I'm
Yeah,
here.
I know. Really, it's like don't you have better things to do at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Right? And you know what? I'm in a much better mood today, so maybe we'll actually talk because
Oh,
I
maybe,
ate
right?
already.
Oh, there you go. You see. I told you you needed to adjust your schedule
It's going to
for.
be 9:30 to 5:30. That's
Yeah.
going to work for me.
Oh,
But we'll
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
be right back right after this.
Raging.
Hello, and welcome back. It is January 25th, 2022.
Jesus, already. Yeah, even
And
Einstein's
here
impressed.
we
Yeah.
are. Yay!
Oh my goodness! Really, yeah.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, it's kind of overcast today over here. It's I think it's another. We're supposed to get another snowstorm. I'm not sure.
it's just cloudy and miserable here.
Right,
Usual.
right. So you adjusted your fasting window, I
Yes,
guess.
and I am
Yeah.
a much happier person for it.
Well,
I
that
have
was
not made one suicidal post this morning.
because you're actually eating. You know. Yeah, it's like that's why I choose the times that I do too. It's like, because like then by the time I get on the show, I've already eaten and I'm already digesting and we're good. Hey Joe, hey Trish, hey Allison.
Good morning, guys.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, weird morning today. Weird morning. But let's start off with our accountability. As you can see, Meredith isn't here today. She had
She
a
may
rough
or may
night.
not pop in, don't know.
That's true. I mean, she had a rough night last night, which kind of like, I guess, like is part of the whole accountability thing about keeping moving.
Right.
Yeah, if it's one thing that I really learned from half marathon training, is that it only hurts when you stop. And that's kind of the thing that a lot of people confuse is if you don't work, it's like when it hurts when you move. Now mind you, I'm not talking about pushing through actual injury. It's
No, no,
like,
no, 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 no.
let's neither of us are even
But when we've
vaguely
locked up from being
pretending to be
immobile.
doctors here.
Oh, no, no,
It's
no.
like,
Oh my God, we need a disclaimer now. We really
Jesus,
do.
really.
Something.
It's like, yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
hello, hello.
hello. And oh, there
It's
she
a hot
is.
mess herself.
So as I was saying, if you're feeling like you're moving and it hurts, barring any actual injury, it actually means you're not moving enough, and that's your body having to acclimate to moving again. So the hey Jake, oh look at Jake on
I
top
know,
of
on
everything
the
right now,
ball.
And yeah, so it's like it's really important to keep moving even though it's uncomfortable, because it's like then there's going to come a point where it stops being uncomfortable. It's like like in my case, people would talk about runner's knee, and that's the thing. I learned that it's like, oh, that's just my knee complaining because I'm not running, I'm
Son of a
not moving.
bitch.
So
I'm
yeah,
off.
so that's so that's kind of the quick lesson for today, I guess. How are you feeling, Meredith? A little
I
bit
feel
better?
like ass
Oh no, because you're on your ass too much. That's what
because
it
I'm on
is.
my ass too much. I just caught the tail end of that about
Yeah,
movement and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And seriously, the way my hip is right now because I've been on my
right,
ass for so long.
yeah.
like basically 3 months, if you think about it.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
sleeping in a recliner. I was working. I was on the couch. So I was always on my ass
Right.
in a particular position.
Uh-huh.
So moving out of that position is very difficult right now. And it's like, excuse me, pins and needles all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm feeling the pins and needles, that means something's working.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think the blood flow and everything, but it's
Right.
very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded of when uh, when my mother was much younger. She wore 4-inch heels everywhere because she did not want to be 4'11". Okay, 4-inch heels everywhere. She even lied on her driver's license.
Wow.
But the thing is, going to the grocery store, going camping, going anywhere with 4-inch heels, those were her only shoes.
Wow.
So when it came
Camping?
camping,
Camping. Okay, see now there's having this this little woman syndrome, I guess, and then there's just fucking your mama's
but
crazy.
yeah, I know. And
Okay,
she would
okay.
go to work.
It's definitely a generational thing.
She
that's
she
for
had
sure.
Must
a she
be.
had a warehouse job on her feet, and she wore heels. Okay, everywhere. So when it came time to like just doing flip flops or sneakers, she had months of pain.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's been walking on her toes the entire time.
The entire time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I am with my hip.
Mm-hmm.
Is that now I'm getting to a place where I can kind of lie prone
Uh-huh.
and stretch that out,
Right.
but it's like pins and needles and somebody just taking a fist and punching you with a constant Charlie horse.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sucks.
Mhm.
So, it is what it is. Getting
Right.
better, but that is my main thing. Is like you gotta move.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, it's like I know I've mentioned it before, but you really do probably need to find like some YouTube videos or something where you're exercising in the chair,
Chair.
and
Yeah.
then it's
Yeah.
like because at least you're doing some movement, and then
Or
Right.
you can
it's
get
like
one of the little bicycle pedally thingies.
Right, we were
I'm
talking
so
about
thinking
that
about doing that
before.
myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Just because I
Yeah.
can't get out enough.
yeah. Just to have something in the office, that's
Mhm.
especially when the Fitbit starts complaining.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't. I
that's
would
on my wish
see. I
list.
can't do that. Fitbit would get hit with a hammer. Like, don't talk to me, boy. Don't talk to me. No. Mm-mm. Oh, hold on. I have something.
Uh-oh.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh,
Uh-oh.
I have a package reveal today.
Oh, okay. Well, we have
Better not be bigger than mine.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
it
the
won't
thing
be
is,
bigger than yours, but it'll be
let's
naughty.
right. But
Naughty.
let's finish our accountability. Today.
Yes,
So,
accountability.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
So yesterday,
Elliptical
I did
Daphne?
my elliptical. So I did that. I also finished the 2 pages that I said I was going to do.
Nice.
Although I didn't quite finish my packing, but I'm almost there. I'm just waiting for some from survey stragglers to give me back their surveys and Kickstarter.
Am I in that crowd again?
No.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like you
And,
really should have my address by now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But I was actually really happy about the 2 pages that I finished yesterday. So it was page 1 of the Eagle Raven Oswald crossover that I hinted at a while ago, and the second page I'll be posting up later on Facebook. It's the start of a new short story. It's a 8-page short story that I have.
My secret's out.
That. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you.
We think so too. We think
I'll
so
send
too.
you. I'll send you your money via PayPal. Because I have all these little short stories that I've mentioned where it's like they don't fit into the main story for Eagle Raven, but I think they add a lot to it. So I'm putting together a separate trade paperback for all these shorts. So at least I got another short story started. So I was able to accomplish what I promised yesterday. So Nita. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Not yet.
I'm here. I was
Right.
really going to do something really bad, but I decided I better not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And so your accountability. What did you say you were going to do yesterday? Well, you did adjust your fasting window.
Yeah, I adjusted my fasting window, which worked out perfectly because like I am in such a good mood right now, because of food, and that's so sad. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, right? I did. I got a lot of work done last night. I've got a bunch more to get done today. I started doing housework too, which got really weird. But yeah,
well, because you were watching Hoarders at the same time, so that always makes it
I'm
weird.
back on that in a minute because I only put a dent into what I wanted done. It's like
Right.
I emptied out everything. I'm like, all right, every crumb gotta go because what if that's an egg of a bug, not a grain of rice?
Oh no, for
or
real,
some
yeah.
shit. Or like,
Yeah.
where's all the cats? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the hamster? Okay, we're good. We're good. How many kids? All right.
All right, yeah.
There's no soup underneath the couch or anything,
Right,
but
yeah, exactly.
it needs to be done.
All the cats are accounted for, but there's a kid missing. Oh, we'll look for them later.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
So how was so your accountability was a little different, Meredith. You I think yours was just moving around more and getting to your desk.
Moving around more. Did I get to my desk yesterday? No. Did I shower? No.
Okay.
But I did move a little bit.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Right. Well, I mean, your case does require baby steps, but you definitely need to find a YouTube video to kind of like move that baby step a little bit more.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
not
now
gonna be
I've
nice.
got a
We
dead
want you
leg,
back.
Well, it feels like a dead leg, but it's starting to come alive.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you see me wincing or
Right,
disappearing and stuff like that, I'm sitting here going, fuck my life,
Actually, what's funny? I
doing the same thing.
That's fuck my life is something that my sister would say a lot, and it got to a point where it says, you know what, you really need to stop saying that because the fates are taking it as a challenge.
Uh-oh.
And, right? So she started. So she kind of changed it, going, it's like, fuck, this is my life now.
Another person in the world that rewards themselves to protect themselves from Daphne.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, at least that's a little bit better because at least it's like you're acknowledging, one, that this is your situation at the moment, and two, by saying now, you're implying that it's temporary. So it's something that, it's like, always be careful with the stories you tell yourself. Even if it's just being flippant, because sometimes because actually you don't want to start believing it.
Right.
That's the thing. The brain is a stupid thing.
It really is. Okay, I'll give you while I have a little bit of breath here.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. So just standing up on my own is a challenge. I can't do it right now. And when I'm sitting here and I see my husband resting because he's taking care of everything. I love that man so much. And I'm trying to leave him alone so he can rest. So I'm trying to get up on my own. And I realize that I say, it shouldn't be so hard to stand up. Stand up. But now I'm in my head.
Right.
How do I stand up? How do I do this without pain? What is the motion of standing up?
Wow.
And I'm psyching myself out instead of standing up or even trying because I know it's going to hurt.
Right.
So I'm in that position right now where I'm in my head more than anything.
Yeah.
I was there with the ACL last year. Like that first time I had to move without the brace, it was bad.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's like, in case but that's kind of like a lot of things. Like even if it's just not even like literally physical. Like it's gonna hurt, but you still need to do it.
Yeah, pushing through.
And sometimes and like I said, we're not talking about like an actual injury, that it might not be a good idea to, again, we're not doctors.
We are
here.
not doctors.
We are not doctors.
God, we need the disclaimer so bad. The next year, we're going to have something up here. This is, do not take us, love,
right,
whatever.
yeah.
I mean, this is not medical advice.
On any level whatsoever.
No.
But really, though, but we all need to be careful with what we tell ourselves. Before we start believing it, and that's the good. And I mean, it's like we're more likely to say bad stuff to ourselves than good stuff. So, you kind of have to, keep that in mind. So you're just dying to open up your box, aren't you?
I need to see.
Jose packed it.
Already.
JD packed it, so I'm a little more afraid to find out there's stuff missing.
Oh. I wouldn't acknowledge that live anyway. Oh, we got the good bubbles.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God. Yeah, it's wrapped.
Yeah. So this is a package reveal of 2 Kickstarters of our simultaneous Kickstarters.
Oh shit.
For Oswald and for Tall Tales.
Crap. All right. Let's see here.
Okay.
Big.
Because we had all our printing come at the same time because of delays at the printer and the paper shortage. So
do you know, as much shit as I get from you guys, I've never received anything damaged, which is like shocking because we get a lot from you guys.
Show the way he packs that thing.
Oh my God. Hold on. I don't have pants on.
Oh no. Well, just raise it. Just raise it.
Okay, first of all, inside, but this was also inside 2, 3, 4 layers of the big bubble wrap as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but everything has always come as it should.
Yeah.
Just.
And Jay-Z told me that the other day that he had gotten a Kickstarter where they just put like a little piece of chipboard inside and called it a day.
I've gotten a Kickstarter in a fucking envelope before.
And it's like he says that it was like pure luck that it didn't arrive damaged, but it was just like the flimsiest thing.
Oh jeez, let's see here. Oh wait, yeah, 2
I would rather we kind of overkill it with protection than have somebody go, you put a piece of chipboard, that's it.
All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, you guys definitely are down with the packaging.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah, we're not Amazon where we take like the giant box for like a little thing like this and just leave it in, and it's just floating around.
Oh my God,
inside the box.
Okay. So first up.
All right.
Woo, Tall Tales.
There we go.
Volume 3.
Yes.
Layer.
Uh-huh.
I'm stoked for this. But I am super stoked for this because I have been following you guys forever. I love JD. I love his freaking work. And to finally have the Oswald Chronicles coming to us in chronological order is awesome.
Yeah, that's something that he started putting everything in chronological order. So yeah.
So I'm stoked for that. And of course, Return to Dream comes with it. So
that's the chapbook. Yes, that's an illustrated prose short story.
And the swag bag.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's like we had to break out the Ziploc and everything.
Oh my gosh, these came out great. Okay. This one must be C's. All right, here we go.
All right, there we go. Yeah, that's legit. That's legit silkscreen, by the way.
Yes.
None of that, inkjet fabric printing garbage. It's like...
Nice. I know what I'm wearing tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I gotta bend over again. Son of a bitch.
Oh, what accountability are you looking for? Like I said, it's like I have Eagle Raven issue 6 penciled, completed. Like I said, I have the first page of the Oswald Eagle Raven crossover started. I have the first page of another short story, Eagle Raven short story, started. I still have to do the corrected flats for Eagle Raven issue 5. So I got the shading all done on that. And that's in that let's see. I think, for my lovely egomaniacs, that seems to be where I'm at right now. The only other thing that I have to still hold myself accountable for that's not related to that is to record, edit, and upload the 1,000 subscriber giveaway video on my YouTube channel by Friday. So I'm looking to record it on Wednesday, edit it on Thursday, and upload it on Friday. So that's my accountability list right now. And there's Nita showing all the stickers. I'm still going through and the cards. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of like, I'm a little weirded out at how much stuff we actually send people sometimes.
It's like Christmas.
Oh, that's the doodles. Well, it's like the doodles. If you don't know what Joe is talking about, if you follow me on Facebook, I post up little dopey doodles. Just really random. It has nothing to do with storyline type of thing. Just really just whatever's going through my brain at the moment with silly stuff, and I just upload it onto Facebook, and it's the only place you could see them. So and it just like it's just really odd.
I'm legit gonna start mailing out y'all's postcards now. I think I have at least 2 of each.
Right. Well, yeah, we got to make sure you have enough, because I think what U and C argue, fight over who gets what. Oh yeah, those are the bonus trading cards. Yeah, which by the way, we printed all of them because the last one was supposed to be if we had reached a certain milestone, which we technically didn't reach on the Kickstarter, but then I got some back end sales, which if they were on the Kickstarter would have pushed us over. Nice. So we just printed up all the trading cards. So yeah. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, the doodles are
wow.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, well, yeah. Then. Not just any muffin, but a Costco muffin. That's a special treat. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I too have a Daphne Lage JD Calderon package, but I can't reach it.
Oh no.
So
we're gonna have to save it.
Should I no, if I was gonna do that, I would have done it with Nita. We would have done it together. We'll wait on that. Thank you, husband. Right. Yeah. I do have a package, but we could save that for tomorrow.
Well, no,
for go ahead or whatever.
Go ahead.
All right, yeah. All right. So, I think I have very much a similar package that Nita does. So, not that makes it any less special.
Well, all of our packages are similar. They're all pink on the inside.
So this comes from Raina Art.
Oh snap!
And
right, no, yeah, it's I'm using a new service called Global something that Stamps.com came out with. So I've read people used it and were able to get like packages to Australia and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure it's going to work out. So hopefully by tomorrow they'll update your package, because yeah, I'm going to plots if they lose that package already.
well, Miss Raina, what in the heck are you?
We are not getting banned, Meredith. Be careful with this package.
I have Joe Classic Hybrid Personal Lubricant.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
This is April's.
This is April's
fulfillment.
Wow.
And a
even
body bags. Condom.
Damn.
My husband's looking at me like, "What?
You're gonna need it once you open that book." Oh my god!
Wow, I just sent out stickers with House of Bob.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Throw some money in the tip jar. Birds gotta eat.
Yeah, birds gotta eat. Yeah, look, just be glad that he's just being amazed at this entire thing and not deciding that a garbage truck and a smoke alarm is his favorite noise.
It's wrapped in black plastic.
Look, he's peeking right now, so he's right there.
Uh-oh,
he's right there.
No, Mare.
Black plastic. Yeah, I might have to put some sticky notes on this one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is April's what's
April Mighty Raina, Squee After Dark. Oh, look, the Russians are coming.
Oh, I kind of wonder if this is like they're going by, because they always seem to pop up whenever someone mentions something like even remotely sexy, because that happened on JD's.
So you mean if we were talking about spreading a woman wide open?
Yeah, that somehow all of a sudden the Russians pop up.
Oh my goodness, the Russians are just horny. They're not out to
no,
get
they
it.
really are. They really, because it's like, yeah, they had mentioned something about hentai, and then all of a sudden all the Russians were in the chat.
Interesting. All right, where are my sticky notes?
Oh my god.
Yeah, hold on a second here.
What'd you get?
She's gonna have to cover it.
Eventually, she's gonna have to show the actual sketchbook. Oh, that's right. She has to cover up.
I have to cover up a couple of wee bits here.
Nothing wee when April illustrates. Oh my god.
Into the sky of blue.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah. There we go.
Covering up the squee bits.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised that she went straight to the point on the cover. I at least was like, no, let's put a pretty face on the cover just so we can, be able to show it without an issue.
And just making sure. Okay. So this isn't a really nice like hard plastic cover. So it doesn't bend or anything like that. I mean, really nice for displays and stuff.
Right.
So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's the the top loaders. Yeah,
yes, the top loaders.
Yes, the top loaders. Yeah.
So that's really nice. So I can put that away and not worry about it getting destroyed and stuff.
Yeah.
So very sexy, very hot. I was not expecting the lube and the condom though.
Well, yeah.
What the hell that man? Stretch goals.
What are those for?
Send them my way. I'll probably use. Well, you can keep the condoms, but I'll take lube any day.
They're good.
All right.
They're good for your ears. They're good for your ears.
I wouldn't know. What are you guys talking about?
Talking about being frugal.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm trying to make good thoughts, happy thoughts.
Good thoughts. Yeah.
But they are good thoughts.
Right.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. So. Wow. Now.
April is the queen of the Kickstarters, and the
thing is, I kind of wonder, because what's funny is like I don't remember the lube and the condom being advertised on the Kickstarter, which might have been a good idea not to.
I don't know if it was or not. I don't
because
know.
I would imagine that Kickstarter would have had an issue with that.
Let's see here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that she's got some super sexy covers out right now. She's got one for Dustin's campaign and Babe Score and Dinosaurs. I think she's on Wendy Shaner's campaign too.
Right.
So she's got
she's done
lots of
some
hot
stuff
covers.
For Kara too, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, I do not see it anywhere. God damn, there's some sexy art in there.
Well,
See, this was bad. I shouldn't have went scrolling over
we're
here
only going to be attracting more Russians if we keep talking about it.
Well, the Russians aren't the only ones coming today.
Right.
Yikes!
It's still too early in the morning for that. Actually, no, it's not still too early in the morning for that because, like, I started my day. Speaking of hentai.
Oh, let's go.
Speaking of hentai and doodles, sometimes it's like it's that whole that whole decision paralysis that I was talking about yesterday, and this morning it was kind of like another day of that. So I decided, it's like, okay, you know what? Let me just try to clear my head and play, there's this video game that I play called Seeds of Chaos. Right? So again, if you've been following the doodles, you know what, on Facebook, you know what this is. So it's a hentai strategy game. Right? Where it's like, but the thing is though, it's kind of like a dark medieval fantasy, right? That has some really, really saucy bits depending on what decisions you make in the game. And so I was playing a little bit of it this morning, and they had a new update the other day. So it's like, so I've been kind of like, and unfortunately every time they have an update I have to speed run through the game again, so because it's like, if I just try to continue, I miss all the updates, so I have to start it from the beginning and then speed run and then get all the new scenes and all the new updates. So this morning I ended up I ended up triggering a major update on the game. And there's this Simpsons there's this Simpsons like meme where it's Marge talking to a very upset Lisa, and she goes, "Oh, what's the matter, honey? Is a book character having difficulties?"
Oh my gosh!
And again,
so that's relatable.
That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. It was like a very, very major scene, and it was, neither option was what I wanted. It's like, it was just like they both ended in, each option both ended in a way I did not want the main character to go through. But it happened anyway, because, that's just the game. But one of them was even, like, worse. Like, and, it's like, so usually when I get to a certain point in the game and I have this, and it was a very dramatic choice point. So I saved the choice point and I did both options to see which one I wanted more. And it was just like, it was rough going through both of them. It was rough. That poor character, the main character, Daphne. Rowan, I don't know what is it with me and fictional characters. I swear to God, it's like, so I ended up like talk about having my head cleared. And it was just like, I was just like, for a game, now mind you, both scenes ended up with the main character, Rowan, having sex with a brothel madam. But they both ended up with, but both options, it's like, one of the options, one of them, the options is the brothel madam turns him into a drug-addicted, like, sex slave. And I was like, shit. No, absolutely not! I am not choosing abort!
Oh my God. Right? Oh my God.
So I go back, and then it's like I go back and I do the other option. And again, he has sex with the brothel madam, but it's kind of like a different, like, let's just say it was a more palatable ending, but it's still not, I still didn't want this ending. And I just come out of the game and I'm like going,
Dude, I don't even have to make up our show notes anymore.
Yeah, really. It's like, I was just like, it's like for a game that's supposed to be like sexy and shit. Like when I go into the forums trying to get hints for the game, everybody's like, oh, this game is so hot and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm like going, this storyline is fucking killing me. I'm trying to keep the main character's marriage together in this impossible situation. And I just, and I can't seem to do it. The next update is like, I am like going, there is no way their marriage is the main character is gonna survive the next update. You know, but while everyone else while everyone else is having fun with the sex scenes, I'm like getting all upset. Yes, all roads lead to carnal pleasures. Yeah, that's exactly how the game goes, you know? But it's like, and I'm sitting here just completely just out of my mind over the story and the characters. So it's like, so I really have to give the writing team on this game
some mad props.
So much props. You know, the fact that they could do a hentai game and make me care so much about the characters.
Come to the wrong place, Allison. Run. Run. We do this all the time.
You know, I mean, it was just like I am just like so incredibly attached to these characters, and the game upsets me. It does the opposite of turning me on. It upsets me every time I play it. And you know what's really funny?
I'm glad.
I actually really like this feeling, because yesterday in non-hentai news, we were watching The Lord of the Rings, the extended version. I think we must have been watching this on and off for like the past week.
How it goes.
Because what the thing is like 14 hours long when you add all the extended scenes. And the ending, it always kills me. No, Frodo, don't go. It kills me. You know, and it's like, but the thing is though, is that, you know, I was like realizing, it's like, that's kind of the, I don't know, it's like, that's kind of like the feeling I like stories to do to me.
Well, then you did a good job, because that little short you sent me was kind of like, yes, yeah, oh, you bitch. Like, so good for you. Good.
You know, I mean, it's like, I really, it's like, people talk about how it's like, oh, I just want to see, you know, happy endings and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I like the happy endings, but there's something about pushing
fucked up endings too.
That little push in the end that makes it melancholy. That's the part that really gets me. You know, it's like, again, you know, dovetailing it with our discussion about pain.
Yes.
And it only hurts when you stop. You know, it's like, it's kind of like that. And it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's like, that's why when people talk about how they want their media to be saccharine and bubblegum and flat gray paste and not make them feel anything. And I'm like going, why? Why wouldn't you want to feel like this emotional over something you're reading? Maybe. Because that's kind of the point, that's kind of where this hentai game is taking me. It's like, you know, it's like there is no happy ending. There's never going to be, and that's the thing that I know kind of makes me upset about the game but keeps me playing, is that I know that there is no happy ending. You know, it's about a couple trying to live a normal life in impossible situations, and it is just not going to work.
Right.
You know, and it's like, and all I'm trying to do in the game is try to keep them together as best as I can, but
you know the odds are against you.
Yeah, it really is.
So what is it about the game that you are trying to keep them together so hard that it is affecting
that outcome?
It's I don't know. It's like, I love the dynamic as a couple so much.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is though, and it's like, and the game just tries really, really hard to break them up. You know? And it's like, and they both, and mind you, it's like they both have to make really, really messed up decisions to survive the situation that they're in. And it's just like, and the way that kind of drags me in is just, I don't know.
That's where I'm at, Jake.
You know, I mean, it's, I don't know. And stories like that really, really resonate with me. I mean, it's like, because I read the short story that you wrote, uh, and the ending got me the same way. You know, where it's like you kind of think that here's this couple, and you kind of think that, oh my God, they have this weird experience together, and they're gonna reconcile, and this, that, and the other thing, and then boom, you know, it's like, you don't give me that, you know, and I was just like, you know. But the thing is, though, I don't know if I would have enjoyed the story as much if you had just stopped at the part where they're in the car, you know, like just...
And they lived happily ever after.
Right. You know, I don't think I would have enjoyed it that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, God bless you. Yeah, you're okay. You're definitely looking at the right game. Yeah, no, that's one of the no. That's actually one of the storylines that I followed to the end there. Because I thought that one was funny. You see, and that's the thing too. There's some decisions in the game that I make because they make me laugh. Not because it's like I think they're in character or anything, but I just think that they're funny. But I don't think that your story would have resonated with me if it had just stopped at that one moment. At that, it's like, I think that the fact that you pushed it to the melancholy is what made me remember it. You know. And it's like, I'm just wondering if I'm the only weirdo here, or whether this is something...
No, you are not. You are amongst friends.
You know, like what kind of stories? You know, what kind, like what's like a major thing in stories that get you every time?
Meredith likes everybody to die at the end. Everybody.
Usually.
Yeah, that's
usually.
Meredith.
Those bring me joy. But I like pushing the endings. I like the cliffhangers. So well, I do like the cliffhangers, because a lot of times what I'll do in most of my stories is there's going to be a strange twist that was unexpected. You know, I mean, if you look at my book, The Compendium of Dread has all those little short stories in it. And, you know, the one that comes to mind is Candlemaker, right? And if you haven't read it, it's basically, I'll give that one away, is the guy's looking for a job. You know, so he gets the help wanted sign, walks into the shop, and the candlemaker's like, you sure you want to do this? And he's like, I just wish you had a little more fat on you. So, you know, the guy's walking in thinking he's got a job. The guy who's hiring is like, yeah, you're the fat to make my candles.
Oh, no.
You know? So I love those little twists that you're like, what the fuck did I just read?
And see, I don't have to have a twist, but I like a good climax. I do, and here's where it gets really dirty. Pow, because I like the slow build. Yeah, that's right. This is not a booty call. I like the slow build, and I like the ones that come on hard and fast. Either way, it's just like I just don't want that. And they were happily ever after.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That to me, the happily ever after stuff is just you know, kind of it's ridiculous. There's nothing real that we can connect to, you know?
Right, yeah.
And it gives us this sense of, oh, if I find my prince, everything will be fine after that.
Right, yeah.
You're not seeing the kids,
uh-huh.
the dirty house, the plumbing problems,
right.
the fights, you know, and stuff like that. And so that to me just feels like it's freaking cheating.
Right.
Don't cheat me on my storytelling.
Uh-huh.
You know, don't do it. Because I feel cheated.
Right.
And they lived happily ever after.
Right.
It's like, what does that even mean?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean, I know on a previous, I know that there was one of our interviews, an actual interview, where I talked about the story is in the conflict.
Right.
You know, it's like that's where the story is. You know, and I, honestly, I believe that with all my heart. It's like, look, there's nothing wrong with wanting candy once in a while. I mean, to tell you the truth, this is what Scorsese was talking about when he was one of the things that he was talking about when he was criticizing Disney for their Marvel movies. It's a little bit more complicated than that if you actually read the essay, but the thing is though, he's talking about, like, yeah, it's like, there's nothing wrong with candy, but when it dominates your entire meal, that's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
It's like, yeah, are there times that I do want something a little sweet and saccharine and whatnot? And to tell you the truth, that's kind of where all these Eagle Raven short stories that I'm doing, that's kind of where those come in. And they're shorts for a reason. Because because there are just little, like, non-conflict moments where oh yeah, for real. There are like these little non-conflict moments that just end on a laugh or something. It's just, and it's like they're short for a reason, because it's like there's nothing there. There's no real meat on the bones, which is why they couldn't really be part of the main story. But they're still cute enough that it's like you get through it really quick, and it's like, oh, you learn a little something more about the characters and move on.
But I love those because that's what we do. I mean, that's what we do in life,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like you guys see us on camera and stuff. You interact with us, but you don't know the little anecdotes that we go through day to day. So that's why I love those shorts.
Right. But the thing is, though, is that there's also a reason why the main storyline is 15 issues. Because that's where the meat is.
Yes.
That's where the conflict is. And it's like, and that's the actual story to follow. And then and then you have your little candy stories on the side. But it's when people only want the candy that's not healthy for anything. That's not healthy for both your physical and spiritual nutrition.
I'm kind of curious why Mike Jimmy says side stories are the bane of my writing existence.
Well, I mean,
wonder why.
Well, maybe because they're too short. Because that's also something that's also like that was also part of the reason why I started doing these short stories, to train myself to do short stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could I do a story and say, okay, this story is 8 pages. This story is 12 pages. It's like, could I do that? Instead, because I'm so used to doing 32-page, chapters. But it's like, okay, could I do, these? And that's what a lot of this was practice. And the thing is, and it was practice that I started in my sketchbooks first and then started to transfer to actual pages. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe you're intimidated. It's like, it's giving yourself a challenge. Could I write a 2-page story? Could I write a 4-page story?
I cannot.
I love them.
I cannot. I tried.
I love them. And if you want to challenge yourself as far as writing, like micro stories, do a 99-word micro story. Like pick a writing prompt.
That nonsense.
Whether it's an image or whether it's a word that you can focus on,
right?
And use that word one time and make a 99-word story.
Right. Yeah.
You would be shocked. How carefully you choose your words.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's important.
Right.
But yeah, those for me are very, very fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and how much, and finding out like how much you can fit. Because it's like I've it's like, while you were kind of like in and out of your past couple of weeks, I was sending Nita some of my shorts. I mean, and some
she
of them
took good care of me while you were down there.
And it's like we're talking about like some of them were only like a few paragraphs long, and then she'd be screaming at me. it's like like a recent story. It's like, what is
Like,
it?
you done fucked up now, Lage.
It's like one story I sent her was like not even 3 pages.
Mm-mm.
It's like she must have read it like that, and then it's like I started getting hate DMs. I was like, oh, good, I'm doing my job. Okay, this one worked.
And I'm nice to you in my hate mail. Jesus.
So it's good. It's really good practice to see what you can fit in a smaller space. I mean, if worse comes to worse, it's just a scene. You're just writing out a scene to a larger story. That's at worst comes to worst. If it doesn't, but a lot of times I've actually been pretty. I don't know. I think that I've been pretty good at keeping these short stories actual short, complete stories. Like they have a beginning, middle, end. Or with these short stories, what I like to call the punchline. Because they are so short, it's not really an end. It's just like, oh, this is just where this scene ends definitively at this moment, kind of. So yeah, that's just, yeah. So it's just, it's good practice, I think.
I think it's also cool to save them. Just because they're a short story and you don't think that they, it's just
Right.
a one-off and it's like,
yeah, uh-huh.
Blah, just get it out of my head.
Right.
I think it's really important to save those because you never know when that might be a good anecdote for a story later on.
Which has
where it
happened
just fits
to me, yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah. It's like because every time I have a thought blip in my head, I always try to write it down. And sometimes they work on their own, sometimes they don't, but sometimes I end up referring to them for another story. And it's like, oh, wait, I remember I wrote that thing. Let me grab that. Oh, there we go. Now it has a place. Now here's where it belongs. Or a variation of it. Like there was one time I wrote a story that a little short that did not work at all. Like it was just like not like it just felt very out of character, and it was just it was just not work. I was very unhappy with it, and and to the point where it's like I kind of regret deleting it. I mean, that's how much I really didn't like it. But then when I was writing another story, I realized that segment that I was able to remember enough of that segment to rewrite it so that it fit where I needed it to. And then all of a sudden it worked. Not right, yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. It's the idea vault. It's like you just get it out of your head so that it has all your ideas have room to circulate.
Yeah, your brain is sexy in the morning.
Oh, well. Honestly, it got me going because of this game, because it's like it got me the scenes that I was like reading through, because yeah, it's also like, what do they call it, a visual novel? It's like it's a Japanese style of game where it's like right. You're actually reading. It's like it's not voice acting or anything. It's like you're reading a picture book. So it's like, yeah, so it was just like this game was like affecting so many different parts of my head, and
this
it
game's
just got
fucking with you because it's something you want to do.
Well, that's true too. And the only reason I found this game was because I don't know why I was researching visual novels, and then I came across this game. And when I was reading about it, my ears went like, "Oh, what's this?" And that's how I got sucked in. I mean, honestly, I would love to be able to do something like this.
I would love to see you do something like this.
But it's like, I know that there's some visual novels that don't have the game element at all. It's like you're just literally reading a visual novel on your computer. Which I think that would probably be easier for me. But then it's like you have these other visual novels like this one that has interactive elements, where it's like different choices trigger different options. It's kind of like the choose your own adventure books. Remember those? It's kind of like that.
Love those.
Depending on which choice you make, that's where the story progresses. So that's why, again, I have to give the writers props on this, because not only are they writing, there's a main storyline, but it has all these branches that's extending from that main storyline, and I don't know how they keep track of everything, because I have made decisions when I had to do the speed run to get to unlock all the new content. I made slightly different decisions, but not too different, and scenes that I had seen before were changing slightly. Like, all of a sudden, there was dialogue in this scene, in certain scenes that weren't there the first time I went through it. And it changed the vibe of the entire scene. And I'm like going, holy crap, how many variations do they have of this? It's like, I just changed a couple of decisions, like, without even, like, really thinking about it, and now the character is acting slightly different in this scene, so the entire, just like, the entire back end of making this game must be insane. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. Obviously what they're doing, but it's like, but even, like, the branches have branches.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I can't imagine what their workflow. And the leaves
veins, it just keeps going and going.
It really does. And it's like, so my whole thing is that as much as I would like to do something like that, I gotta slow my roll. It's like, okay, let me concentrate on the actual comic that I'm doing and not worry about this.
See, and that to me feels like how I deal with research. I get lost in research. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm writing and it's going well, and then I hit a spot and I'm like, I need to know more about this. And then I start with the research, and then it branches off into all of these other things.
Right.
And before you know it, I'm like, what the hell was I writing?
Right. Yeah.
Right. I gotta stop that.
Like, yes.
You're looking through your search history to kind of remind yourself what you were
doing.
Where
did this begin?
Yep.
Yeah. What was the original question? Yeah, but so that it's just like the creative brain is just, it's just, it sometimes it just amazes me where it goes. It's like, even in my own head, it's like I can't even, like, we're watching Lord of the Rings and playing a hentai game, of all things, kind of like gives me these visceral reactions that have nothing to do with what you think it's supposed to. And you know what? And that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. It's like, can I get, if this is making me feel emotional like this, can I get other people to feel emotional like this?
You can. You already have.
I mean, and it's just a trip, It's kind of like, it's like, wow, how it's like I can change a person's mood just with my choice of words. And they, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Jesus.
It's like, no, it's like, it's kind of like, I can say, like, pimp giraffe. And now everybody who just heard those two words have a variation on a theme in their head.
Oh my gosh.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Daphne wants to tie you down and force her will upon you.
We're thinking about pimp giraffes.
Oh God. Y'all ready to go?
And on that note.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Hey, we made it to an hour today.
We did.
Yes,
Meredith,
we did.
Meredith, right. you got any words of wisdom for everybody?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Keep moving.
Daphne, final words.
Throw my dudes.
All right, we're out of here, guys.
Hey there. This is Meredith Loughran with Ragin. And I wanted to let you know that we encourage and promote independent creators and their projects through organic interaction, consultations, and more. Visit Nita and me at RaginAVC.com for details and contact information.